Introducing Tweedle Live, where the people select the next hot artists. Starring your Grammy-nominated singer and songwriter Letter J, rapper, singer, and producer Bo D, and your host Tony Abrahams. You decide who's dope or not. It's time for you to call the shots. Tweedle Music.
And we're live, and so let's get caught up where we were. So today we have with us our normal crew. We have the incomparable Letter J, singer songwriter, and she's with us again. And we also have Bo D, rapper, singer, producer in our team. So, but today we also have a very special guest with us today. We have the legendary, a legendary journalist. He's president of the Conglomerate Entertainment record label, and he's host of the new hip hop talk show, The Walkthrough. And what's interesting is I was checking him out on Twitter last night, and he had featured on a great show. He was there with Will Smith and Snoop Dogg and Charlie Mack, and it was just a really great show. He's also a brand strategist, a music consultant. He's an A&R. He's dropped OT Genesis, you know, I'm in love with the Coco. So he's been down with the culture for a long time, but he's also an accomplished journalist. You know, he's written for, let me see, the list is big here, MTV, The Source, Vibe, XXL, USA Today, Rolling Stone, and Revolt TV and BET. So without further ado, everybody, please join me in welcoming Shaheem, Reid.
What's going on? What's going on, man? I gotta send you a cash out for that intro, man.
Appreciate that. So we're business as usual here. So what we do when we get down is we jump right in. Everybody knows the show. For those of you who are new, here's how we get down. We will feature 30-second samples of artists who have their music on the Tweedle platform. A lot of dope artists there. And the panelists, we're going to give our critique on the song, the positives, the negatives, whatever. But we're just four people. It's your voice that really matters. And so we need you guys to vote. So when I play a song, a vote will pop up, and you'll be able to vote on the song. We'll reveal that tally. If the artists have 70% dope votes, we're gonna try and get them into the live stream and interview them and give you a chance to see the artist. They have to be on the live stream in our waiting room, so not everybody is there. So if they're there, we'll have the opportunity to interview them. But if not, we'll just play a little bit more of the song. And at the end of the day, everybody gets a playlist. You see that my playlist, that red button on the top of your screen. If you click it, you can access last week's playlist, 2 weeks ago rather, the last time we held the live stream. You can see the artists, and we rank these artists. And so we're gonna get started today. With the technical difficulty set me back a little bit, so humble yourselves a moment for me as I set up our song set here, and then we'll be ready to get going. Give me a second, please. All right, so we're gonna jump right in it as always. We got some artists on our list that we want to feature, and so we're gonna start this week with last week's song that topped the charts. And let me find. I'm a little bit shuffled here now because things got a little bit out of cue. So we're gonna play last week's chart topper. This is Bo D, who's part of our team actually. Little backstory: Bo D launched was the first artist to upload music to Tweedle, and so and this was the very first song uploaded to Tweedle. We played it at our last event. It got the top honors. And I thought, let's see how long the top people can hold the top spot. So we're gonna play this song, and then you will have the opportunity, 30 seconds, to click that Now Dope button on your screen, and let's get to it, everybody. Here we go.
So loving me is something you just told me. I wish you would've kept it real. Cause all the lies that you were telling you don't owe me. Girl, you're not obligated to hold me down. And since you found out that I made it, you came around. All I have is 2 words. Fuck you.
Right there, all right. So that's Bo D dropping the hits. Everybody has a chance to vote on it. So we're gonna bring it to the panel though. And Jay, you commented on it last week. You get to lead us off this week. Tell us what you think about Bo D's hit 2 words.
You know, I love it. I love the richness of your tone, the passion in the voice that matters so much because it's gripping immediately. And then what I love is that you chose a 30-second sample that started with 2 words. And I'm like, well, what are the 2 words? And it ended with the 2 words. So shout out. Placement.
Shout out to that. Great, great. So probably one of the best samples on Tweedle that I've heard. I love that sample. You know, your voice, your singing voice is dope, and you play it well with your rap voice in the whole song. So I know the song. What do you think about it, Shaheem?
It was dope, man. I saw the picture and I thought we was gonna get like some bars. I wasn't expecting to hear like this really dope singer voice, man. You got a great voice, my brother.
I appreciate it.
I'm like, damn, you know, this is my first time on here, so I was like, damn, this a little few seconds is just a tease. That's such a big tease. I gotta really hear the full record. But I thought it sounded dope, man. You got a great voice. You got subject matter, of course, that's gonna resonate with everybody. You know, people looking for new love now that the COVID is hopefully calming down a little bit and people going outside and able to social distance but see each other more. So I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was dope. So, well, we're just 4 people. So let's see what the audience thinks about this song today. All right, hey, you know, that's a drop, but you're still there, brother. You're still there, holding it down with a strong 75. So I'm gonna give you something on that. I gotta give you a sound on that one, just because you hit the 75 mark. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a little bit of the song so people can hear a little bit more of it because it was above the 70% threshold. So loving me is something you just told me.
You're not sharing your audio. You're not sharing your audio.
Girl, you're not obligated.
Oh, I'm not?
No.
Oh, I'm told I'm not sharing my audio.
Yeah, you're not sharing the song.
I'm just screwing up here left and right today, aren't I? Wait a minute, I am sharing my computer audio. It should be. You're not hearing?
Yeah, it wasn't playing like.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, let's try it again.
And since you found out that.
Is that better?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna do the full track anyway. So that was the sample playing again. Here we go.
Your loyalty I never feel. So loving me is something you just told me. I wish you would've kept it real. Cause all the lies that you were telling you don't owe me. Girl, you're not obligated to hold me down. And since you found out that I made it, you came around. All I have is 2 words. Fuck you. All I have is 2 words. Fuck you. Look, this is our final conversation. Cause this bullshit that you talking has got me losing my patience. Yeah, you told me that you had me when Prison was my vacation, but that nigga that you fucking, you labeled as my replacement. So I'm trying to work, but you killing my concentration. There's nothing else to speak on involving this situation. I was gone a couple years, and you got sick of all the waiting. And the truth is, you got lonely, but I'm man enough to face it. So why am I even wasting circulation on a woman in denial who has no sense of observation? I've accepted you moved on. We are no longer relating, but I can feel there's something wrong because you keep on hesitating. What? Should I listen or even have concern? Cause you have chose to play with fire and now you suffering the burn. Your heart is now in ashes and regret is on the urns. I'm sorry, baby girl, you have lessons to learn. I wish you loved me like you used to.
All right, there we have it. So
Nice.
that's dope, man.
So it was rapping. So I wasn't.
You wasn't
I
off.
wasn't. I wasn't wrongfully profiling. I
You
wasn't wrongfully
wasn't
profiling.
off. So the love is shaking a little bit there though, Bo D, man. You went from 100% to 75. But listen, man, the song is still dope, and 75. Look, if 75% of the people think your song is dope, you're gonna win every day. So that's what's up. So the next song I want to feature while we're dealing with the panelists, because Letter J is a singer-songwriter as well, and so we're gonna give her some love. So all you artists that have registered, your time is gonna come. We're gonna shuffle it up. We're gonna get you in, but we gotta show some love to the panelists here, because they helped me work on this off the season. So I gotta give them the love. So here we go with Already Know by Letter J. Let it rip, everybody. Put this on sample mode and share my screen. Letter J, everybody.
Same thing, we gon' switch it up. Pop off the lid, pour it in the cup, and turn the bottle up. Take it to the head, gon' tear it up, yeah. We gon' get the spot turned up, floating high to the sky, and we gon' roll up, yeah. And we don't get enough, we can do this all day till they turn the lights up like, ooh, VIP in the back.
Right, another hot jam. So we're gonna come back to the panelists and talk about that hotness. So Bo D, Letter J had the opportunity to give you the throws on your jam. So how you countering on this one?
Man, listen, you already know. I like the track. I mean, the track is crazy. And see, I got the beats on, so I'm hearing all of the 808 action. I'm hearing all of the, the clap action. And Jay got that voice though. She got that voice that make me want to move. So
She's got that very unique voice. I agree. All right, my man, Shaheem, what you think?
I liked it. I like from the picture and even just seeing Letter J on this panel, I could tell that you're going for like a very distinct style, with your look, from the green hair and now to the braids. I think it's dope. I think you separating yourself visually from the pack. The song sounds like a lot of fun. Definitely right on time for the summertime, like now that people are getting a chance to get out and, get in their cars and hear the music. It sounds like the perfect summertime record to just really start feeling good as we come out of this cocoon, this corona cocoon.
All right. Texas Boy says it's a good old feel. It's a good feel, old school track. So that's what's up. Well, we're just 4 voices, and Texas Boy is jumping in on the action. So 5 voices. Let's see what everybody else thinks. Oh, I guess I got to go and share my screen. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see what the tally is on this one. Oh, Jay, they weren't feeling the love. Well, we'll work on those people later. All right. So as is life in the fast lane, 38% isn't terrible. It's not great for the event, but thank you, Letter Jane. Thank you everybody for your vote on that. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna shuffle it up, and we shuffle it up. We're gonna let me go back here a little bit, back to our discovery feed. And the way it works is I just do a little shuffle dance here with the tracks, and then we pick the top song. So we're gonna shuffle it up and see what happens. All right, we got Thad Lou coming in with Motivation. So we're gonna play some of Thad Lou, Motivation. And here we go, everybody. You got 30 seconds to vote on Motivation. Let's get ready.
Tony, the sample.
Oh, yeah, this is samples. 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Upgrade the flavor. All we had to do was sit back and be patient. Yeah, we ready. And we ready. Yeah, and we ready. Yeah, and we ready. Yeah, we've been down for so long, I cannot take it. We've been down for so long, we had to make it, yeah. You ain't real if you ain't grinding with your crew. Ain't that the truth? Sneak dissing over bitches, that shit fool. That shit so fool. You disrespect, I'm at your neck just like a noose. If you ain't about success, then I'm a...
All right, everybody. So a little fun fact on Thad Lou. So I met Thad Lou the same day I met Bo D at the Revolt Music Conference down in Miami. And yeah, man, so it's just interesting to see how he's just grinding and producing music and stuff. And so really great to have his song featured today. Bo D, what do you think about Thad Lou? What do you got to say?
I mean, you know, I've come across this song on Twitter and I like it. Again, you know, the beats, man, the beats, you know, being a producer, you know, when you hit them cold beats, you know, it is what it is. I would definitely, the only critique I would give is, you know how I am about the auto-tune thing. If anybody watched this thing 2 weeks ago, you know, auto-tune is cool. Sometimes it could be a little overused. I definitely voted dope on the song because like I said, I like the beat. I like the way it sounds, but you know, just next time, just kind of tune down.
It's not surprising to me that you hit the auto tune. My ears have tuned into auto tune now. I listen to a lot of music. I'm like, damn, auto tune. All I can say is, man, people have some authentic voices out there, and give people a chance to appreciate the authenticity of your voice, because that uniqueness is powerful.
You know, it's cool. It's cool. Just use it in moderation, though. You know,
all right. Well, you know, Lone Star says, well, Josh says, quality music, great energy. I think that was already know. So that was a comment from back from already know. For Motivation, Lone Star says, sounds like everyone else. So, you know, 2 sides of that. So, hey, everybody has a voice, right? You appeal to the masses. What do you think about it, Shaheem?
I'm gonna have to agree that it kind of sounds like everything that's going on right now. So, you know, it could work to his advantage when the DJs are playing the records. It could fit right in with some of the stuff that's popular, but it really didn't stand out to me.
Okay, well, that's great feedback. You know, and it's a very interesting perspective. I think that all hits need to feel familiar, right? I think that's an ingredient for all, you know, big hits that come out. Somebody always feels like it reminds me of Drake, but it has this unique flair. Or it reminds me of so-and-so, and it has this unique flair. But hey, we're just, you know, 4 voices. X Money Bandit says, very repetitive, cool beat, not feeling it though. All right, well, let's see what the people think. So we'll come back and see what the people have to say about it. This is a tough crowd today. 56%. Wow, that's a really tough crowd, man.
Dang.
Boy,
I feel like I'm at the Apollo, boy.
That's a tough crowd today. All right, well, listen, you know what we say. We just go back and we do the shuffle thing. So we're gonna shuffle it up again. See who pops at the top. All right, so this is an artist that I just recently discovered on Tweedle, Rem the Giant. And I think that this is somebody to watch out for. He's got a very, just me speaking now, very interesting sound. So I'm excited to play this new hit for you guys, and let's see what you guys think about it.
I ain't got no time for no hater, yeah, I'm lit. Niggas like, bro, he be on some other shit, yeah. Catch me in the post, they ain't talking about a flick. Tryna get these bags up, nigga, come check the drip, 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 drip. I'm Fendi out, check the drip, 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 drip. Bloody bottles, check the drip, 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 drip. New timer, check the drip, 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 drip. I keep it live. Come take the city with me, I'm bringing Billies with me. I'm spending these millies with me, like I'm bringing Diddy with me. Second coming to be out, man, it
Right. So, so the story behind Rem is we actually, you know, had heard a couple of songs from him, and there was another song that I thought was really dope. But they just released this one, and I thought you know, they decided to take the other one out of the registration process and add this one in, and so I just, here it is being played. And what do you think about it, Jay?
Honestly, I liked it. It was, I mean, it was repetitive, you know, which is good sometimes because kind of you just want people to immediately gravitate and start singing to your song kind of right away. I like the beat. I like the track, actually. You know, it felt good. He had good energy.
I agree. I think it has a good vibe, and I also think that his production quality is pretty clean, right? Like I really like his production quality. I really like it. I like it a lot. OD, what do you think?
He lit.
He lit. Just like that. He lit. All right, all right. All right, well, let's go to our special guest. Shaheem, what you thinking?
I like the aggression in his voice. I like his tone. I gotta hear more of the record before I could like really give it that stamp of approval. But
there you go, everybody. 70% will get him more of the song, y'all.
Yeah, let's hear more of the record, man. I like the aggression. I'm interested to see where he was going with it because, you know, the artwork, it gives like a like an urban jungle type of feel. But then I heard him talking about popping bottles like Diddy and all of that, so I was just kind of confused on what it was because I thought it was gonna be more like a record about pain, you know, just looking for the artwork, and then
yeah,
the beat sounds like it's more gonna be like more of a street pain feel, but you know, then he was talking about the good life, but maybe that's the whole the whole science behind Think Big is that he's trying to proclaim it for himself.
Well, somebody says if Meek Mill and Nipsey had a son, Rev is dad. So, all right, well, let's see. So, and Jiggy says this is fire. So we're gonna see. We're gonna go to the tally and see what the people think. So let's check it out. Man, this is a tough crowd today. You know, this is a tough crowd today. But since our special guest says he wants to see where the song is going, we're gonna give it a special little extra play. Anybody else don't hate me on it. I'm just making an executive decision here right now in this one song.
He's a special guest.
Yeah, so let's give our special guest what he's looking for.
Yeah. Let's make the streets great again. Woo. Turn up. I ain't got no time for no hater, yeah, I'm lit. Niggas like, bro, he be on some other shit, yeah. Catch me in the post, they ain't talking about a flick. Tryna get these bags up, nigga, come check the drip, 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 drip. I'm Fendi out, check the drip, 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 drip. Bloody bottles, check the drip, 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 drip. New timer, check the drip, 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 drip. I keep it live. Come take the city with me, I'm bringing Billies with me. I'm spending these millies with me, like I'm bringing Diddy with me. Second coming to be out, man, it can't even see out. They be wondering, fork down, they punting this shit. Let's cut it to my goals, by any means, me and the bros. I'm doing yes till it's no, I'm getting bricks for the low. Yeah, I reap what I sow, wavy on IG, yeah, I be cool with them trolls. Man, they can't even stop me, watch Michael B turn Rocky, but I ain't falling like Creed. I take this paper and flee. I'm Ricky Ross with these wings, this lemon pepper to watch. Yeah, I'm a trip till it stop. I'm Coochie down in the socks. I think I'm Jiggy the lot. Nigga, we cool or we not. I'm turning friends into op. I'm turning G's into drop. I'm turning C's into B's. Can't play in this league. I wear my heart on my sleeve, man. I'm a king plus 10. These dreams made me the beat. Okay. I ain't got no time for no hater. Yeah, I'm lit. Niggas like, bro, he be on some.
All right, so that's what we gave you, man. You got anything to say on top of that, Shaheem?
Nah. I mean, I think he has potential, but again, I think that while we're seeing like some of these records, the scores that they're getting is that they got to do more to separate themselves from the pack and be distinctive. The opinion for some of these records is right down the middle, because they kind of sound like what's going on, and people got to just distinguish themselves.
Yep. All that is true. And I think you said something also that was very interesting. Everything is a part of the storytell, and you looked at the cover art, and the cover art said something to you, right? And it spoke about, you got the broken fence, you can interpret that so many different ways, but it certainly represents some kind of struggle and some type of liberation. It's definitely a city view and gives you some perspective that you're in the city and the hard life, and the lyrics were a little bit turned up, right? Like, and that's cool too. It was a hustler song. It's like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm getting it, I'm getting that. And which is a very popular theme, right? I came from nothing, I'm getting everything, I'm rising to the top, and I'm bringing everybody with me. So, I think the message is good. But there was some confusion, at least in your mind, about the artwork and the message. And just the only thing I would say is that everything matters when you're packaging your work. And so, but I think the artwork is dope. And I will say that as an artist, just listening to his lineup of music that he has, I think he has a lot of talent and a lot of potential. So it's shuffle time, everybody. Let's see who else we got on the list. This is a tough crew here.
You know what, Tony? I want to say one thing too. I think it's so dope that Shaw's on as the guest, because it's really, it elevates the experience when you have a journalist's perspective, because he's taking all of these individual components and he's interpreting them, he's analyzing them. He's like, okay, so what's the story here, so that he can understand it. And I really think it speaks to, like, as an artist from a branding perspective, how can you make your statement without saying a word? What's the first thing you want people to think and gather about you? How do you show that visually to make someone who creates experiences from words, And I think it's a really valuable perspective for the artists who usually don't always think that way, to make someone who does think that way and creates their experience start to really think about that.
That's a great point. So,
Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions for our special guest, by the way? Let me just open that up. So lob in any questions you might have. Jay, somebody says you was on point. Josh says you're on point exactly. Push the artist higher, got talent, do more with it. So just to that point. So that's great. Any questions for our special guest? Lob them into the comments. Right now it's shuffle time. So we're gonna go back to our list of songs and we're gonna shuffle and see who's up next. Okay, we got Sam Harvey. So we're gonna mix it up a little bit in our musical flow here. Sam Harvey, I also met at the Revolt Music Conference in Miami, as he was chopping it up with Harv Pierre of Bad Boy Records back in the day. So let's give a listen to Sam Harvey and see what Bad Company's up to.
That I feel this way, it's not my fault. You got no identity, it's not my fault. Can't give you any sympathy when it's not bad, that you're bad company. That you're bad company.
All right. So we're gonna bring that back to the house and see what folks say. So this is a little bit out of your lane, Shaheem. I don't know if it's out your lane or not.
I'm into everything,
All
man.
right, that's what's up. All
I'm
right,
into
all right.
everything.
Since you're into everything, we're gonna go with you first on this one.
Well, since we was talking about the visuals, I thought the cover was, I liked it because I didn't quite understand what was going on, and it reminded me of it had like a 1980s era type feel to the cover, a little abstract. I think it was like the older him supposed to be talking to the younger him, if I'm not mistaken. But homie got a great voice. I thought his voice is dope. It's definitely something tailor made for that pop lane. I could see that song going, and man, I would like to see him teamed up with the right producers. I think he could definitely go some places. He got a great voice.
I agree, and he's got some dope music on the platform as well. X Money Bandit says, "Whoa, Bad Company is dope. I need to hear the whole song." Josh says, "Bad sample, dope artist. Probably a better track than the sample." All right, well there you have it. I mean, we get a lot of this, by the way, about the sample, right? Like artists need to learn how to present their favorite 30 seconds of a song, because today's society, what we're discovering in our data is that everybody's really excited that we present 30-second samples because they don't have to commit a lot to determine if they like a song. But our data is showing that people are actually making a decision on nah or dope in 7 to 10 seconds. So if you don't capture their attention right away, you run the risk of losing a fan. And so that's just something to keep in mind as we get that sample. So thanks for that comment, Josh. Bo D, what do you think about it?
Well, I'm a little biased because Sam Harvey's my guy. I'm gonna agree with Josh. I feel like the sample, because I mean I'm very familiar with the song. I feel like the sample selection could have definitely been better. But the song is dope as hell because I've heard the whole song before, so I already know it's fire. And like I said, Sam is my guy. I know him personally. He's a cool dude. Very,
Oh,
very
okay. I didn't know that. All right.
talented.
So a little bias in here, huh?
Yeah, but nah. But see, we met over good music though. We met in Miami at the Revo conference. We met over good music, and I'm always support the kid because he fly like Justin Timberlake. When Justin Timberlake first started, he just kind of got that whole swag. So,
well, one thing I would say, and not to cut you off, Bo, and before we get to Letter J, I think as an artist, when you put out a record, for the public to consume, you're supposed to be confident in all aspects of the song. So whether we like it or we don't like it is one thing, but as an artist, if you're gonna put it out to the public, you're supposed to be confident in the hook, in the first 8 bars, the bridge, whatever it is, the whole song. So when you're making a record, you got to keep your foot on the brakes. You can't have any slack. You can't have, if you're a rapper, like you can't have like all of these great bars and then just dial in the hook, or you can't just have a great hook and not really saying anything on the verses, or have a whack beat. You can have the greatest hook in the world, but if your beat is whack, the song is not really gonna go anywhere. So when you're constructing a record, make sure all the aspects of the record is dope. So I think what we're running into is that these artists might be confident in their record, which they should, but maybe they need a A&R. You'll be surprised how far an A&R could really take you. Somebody who's just listening to the record with a fresh set of ears that has just outside of it a little bit and could really critique you. It's like if you're a basketball player, no great player that we've ever seen has not had a coach.
Yep.
So
Yep.
sometimes you need a coach.
It's a great point, and I think that that confidence that you spoke about reminds me of something that Letta J said to me just the other day. You know, I said to her, I said, look, I want to feature one of your songs, and I picked Already Know, and because I think the song is dope, and I said, but it's your music. I mean, she got a catalog of music on Tweedle. I said, what song would you prefer? And just like you said, she's like, I think all my songs is dope. They're good across the board, so whichever one you choose. And, you know, so you at least got to feel that way about your music, right? And so I get what you're saying. It's a very valid point. And I think that there is some value in A&R. You know, the team matters too. I think, you know, having people who have a good ear for music on your team, a good engineer, all that sort of stuff, these kind of things really matter. So we're going to see what the people think, but a couple of more comments came in. Erica says, Sam Harvey is next up, bruh. Eros 34761 says, need to hear the whole song. And Chasen says, from what I heard, it makes me want to hear the rest of the record. You know, I tell you, man, Sam Harvey's bringing his crew tonight. That's what's up. All right, so let's go see what the people have to say about it. Well, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. All right. Oh, double up on that. All right. So before we jump into that, then I see that let's check the waiting room and invite Sam into this conversation so we can pick his brain a little bit. There's Sam. We got some feedback. And now you're muted. So work the feedback out and let's chop it up.
Yo, can you hear me?
Hey, what's up, man? How are you?
What's up, man?
Good. How you doing?
All right. Good to see you again. We met briefly at RMC a few years back. I don't know if you remember. You was chopping it up with Hard Pierre and the crew, and you know, so I told you about Tweedle. You jumped on it. You dropped your music in it, and you've been doing it ever since. So welcome to Tweedle Live. And you know, we want to see, first of all, if anybody has any questions for Sam while we're doing this brief interview, you know, then just shoot them through. Basically, Sam, you know, this is your chance to tell people a little bit about yourself. So tell us about your influences in music. You know, how'd you get into it? How long? Whatever you need to tell us.
Yeah, man. So my dad was a professional drummer back in the 70s. So he raised me on R&B, Motown, funk all my life. So I grew up with Etta James, Jackie Wilson, James Brown, Stevie Wonder. He used to play for the Hughes Corporation back in the 80s.
Yep.
So he just brought me up in that sound, and I always liked just old classic music because it was timeless, and that's what I fell in love with when it came to writing and production. I've been doing a lot more production lately. So yeah, right now I'm just stacking up a lot of songs, and I'm independent.
And who are your modern day influences? Do you have any modern day influences?
Ooh, man, there's a lot of good artists out there right now. Some of my favorite, Lucky Day is one of them. I love his shit.
New Orleans, baby.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, he's out.
Well, we got a question from Josh out in the comments. He says he notices you got all singles out there. When's the album coming?
That's what I'm working on right now. I'm trying to get the right songs together. But I got a lot of songs in the vault right now. So
that's what's up. All right. Anybody on the panel? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's that hardware I see you got on the back? Man, you got these Rick Ross plaques in our background, man.
Yeah, man. I was on Port Miami 2. I sang the hook on Bogus Charms.
Word. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it was my first placement. It was dope. It was super random, but it was sick.
So now, where you from?
Dallas, Texas.
Hey,
Okay, all right.
from my hometown.
Oh, for real?
I was gonna ask you where you were from.
Yeah,
Okay,
I heard
yeah.
the Southern accent. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
You know, I go to Dallas. I won't be going this year, but I usually go to Dallas every year to go to the Cowboys versus Giants.
Mm.
I'm a big Giants fan.
oh, okay,
so
all right, all right, all right.
I
I'm good.
always,
We're good.
yeah. I go into enemy territory every year, man. And the past couple of years, it hasn't worked out for me. They got us. They definitely got us, but it's a lot of fun out there.
Hey, but if it makes you feel any better, though, not talking about music, but the Cowboys, the Giants are modern day winners, and like not many people are old enough to remember when the Cowboys were winners.
There you go.
Oh, that's hatred.
But we won't go there. We won't go there. So quickly, Sam, tell us about this song. What is this song about? We're gonna play a little bit more of it for the people, maybe 2 minutes of it or whatever. But tell us about Bad Company. What does it mean to you?
Basically, it's just being in a bad relationship, kind of being stuck in it and knowing it. And these are like kind of the thoughts that have gone through my own head before. Just things that I've wanted to say to her. And I just kind of wanted to put that in a song, put all the worries I had about the relationship and knowing where it was at.
Yeah.
So it's a toxic relationship type song.
Well, she's on the live stream right now, so tell her about herself right now. I'm just kidding.
I was like, wait, who are you talking about?
all right. Well, so
What's the? I just had a question. What was the artwork? Tell me about the artwork.
So the artwork, it's funny you said little kid. So that's my girl. Actually, in the artwork, we made a video, and at the time her hair was shaved, and so we have a music video of it on YouTube right now that my photographer shot.
Okay.
And I mean, it's a visualizer. We didn't do it with that much money, so it's cool though. It goes with the song.
You know, it's funny because when you Shaheem, when you made the reference, like it's him talking to a younger self, I was like, oh wow, yeah, is that possible? Like that was I was like, no, I gotta pay attention more. Like I gotta pay attention.
Yeah, that was interesting. I was like, damn, that's deep. I didn't even think about that. I didn't write something about that. Shit.
It actually reminded me of Nick's Pillow Talk. It kind of reminded me of that style, that kind of conversation, like the struggle between a relationship that is toxic and you're like, it sucks, but I'm in it and I don't know if I want to let it go. But it's like,
All right. Well, listen. So we're gonna see what this toxic relationship is all about.
Hold up.
Yeah. Okay.
Because everybody got to say something the same.
What's up, buddy?
Because see, to anybody else, this is not an elephant in the room, but to me, man, what's up with this hair, man? What you got going on with this hair, bro?
I bleached it.
We're gonna take that one offline. All right. Let's get to Bad Company. Here we go.
Oh.
You're so fictional, an illusion dressed up in disguise. Dressed up in disguise, yeah. It's so hard to know you're not so beautiful on the inside. Beautiful on the inside. You're so fictional, you're just a typical kinda lie, yeah. Kinda lie, yeah. I guess it is nice to know that it's not my fault this time, yeah. This time, it's not my fault that I feel this way. It's not my fault. You got no identity. It's not my fault. Can't give you any sympathy when it's not my fault. That you are bad, that you're bad company. That's your bad company. That's your bad company. move up the city to get away from you trying to kill me. I don't wanna care about you anymore. I don't need to care about you anymore. I hate all the things that you do on the daily, yelling at me, praying please Lord save me. I just wanna be alone right now. Don't blame it on me cause it's not my fault that I feel this way. It's not my fault.
All right. Yo, man, that song is dope. I think you have a dope sound. I think you have a great voice. I think what Shaheem said earlier is right. Like, get with the right people.
Yeah.
You know, you have a great voice, and there's a future for you. Shaheem, anybody?
Thank you.
Man, listen, the vocal production on that song is so crazy, bro.
Thank
Like
you.
the effects, the pitch shifting, the filters, dude. Like everything is just in the pocket. It's perfect, bro.
Appreciate it.
Perfect.
All right, so
Yeah.
we're
Put
gonna
our
drop
heart
it
into it.
now, Sam. Thank you. Good to see you again. Good luck with
Yeah.
everything. Continue to support Tweedle. Get your fans on Tweedle. Put more music out there, and let's keep this thing going. We got a lot of big things happening with Tweedle coming up this summer. So stay tuned for Tweedle.
So
All right,
Sam,
do it.
let everybody know where they can find you, where they can support your music.
Most definitely. Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Sam Harvey Official, and then Spotify at Sam Harvey Music, and Apple Music and all that. It's the
All
same.
right, Sam Harvey Music and Sam Harvey Official on Instagram. All right, everybody. Thank you very much, Sam. Thanks for
All right,
coming.
guys. Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
All right, man, that was fun. That was good. He's got a dope sound, and he's just a true spirit. So I'm glad we had the opportunity to have that interview with him. And it is shuffle time. If you guys are having a good time out there, there is an invite friends button. So go ahead and invite some friends and get them to join this live stream experience as we get down to the next shuffle. All right, we're gonna shuffle this away. All right, we got Beat the System, Be Your Own up next. All right, never met these people before, but I think this song is pretty dope. It's on my dope playlist on Tweedle. You know, what's interesting is that I think, you know, people should understand when we say like we've heard the song and stuff, it's like, you know, we are all active Tweedle users. And when you're active on the platform, it's like such a great music discovery platform. You're discovering a lot of dope up and coming artists and a lot of dope music, and you're creating your dope playlist and you hear these songs and stuff. So it's really great to see people still being engaged with Tweedle, still uploading their music and still participating. So we're gonna go back to the music, and we're gonna play this song. All right, everybody get ready to vote. 30 seconds for Beat the System. All right. So here we go. Beat the System. Bo D, you want to tell us what you think about it?
All right, I like the vocal production. I definitely like the vibe of the track. It's a different tone from what we've been hearing tonight. So that's definitely refreshing.
Very cinematic, very cinematic.
Yeah.
I agree, very strong vocals. This woman has a great voice. What do you think about the artwork?
I mean, the picture's nice.
All right, Letter J, what do you think?
I like this song as soon as I heard it. You know, it was very anthemic, which I think matters because I like creating music that you see visuals and it looks like it should have a story behind it. And so it made me curious to want to know more about it. I wanted to hear more and understand where it was coming from and how it tied in with the visual, you know?
Yep. Okay. What about you, Shaheem?
She got a very strong voice. I'm trying to think who she remind me of. Hold on a second. 1 second, guys. I'm trying to think of the name of the song. She reminds me, believe it or not, of Pat Benatar.
Oh, okay, a throwback.
Oh my God,
That's okay. I see why you had to Google that.
I took it back because I just wanted to make sure that I got the name of the record. But if anybody listens to Love Is a Battlefield, it doesn't sound anything like Love Is a Battlefield, but she has a similar tone.
That strong
to
voice.
Pat Benatar in that Love Is a Battlefield record.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that I got the, I could sing it for y'all if y'all want. But
actually we do want.
Oh,
I liked it a lot, and I didn't think the artwork. I'm an artwork guy. I didn't think the artwork matched with the record. It's not a knock to it. The artwork looked like we about to hear a party jam, like Groove Theory or something like that. It did.
Right. Well, that
actually match, but
I'm going to be paying attention. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm going to be paying attention to all the artwork now. So, any other comments? Are we ready to go?
That's what made me pick the song. If I like the artwork, I was like, all right, I'm gonna press play on this.
Tony, I have to say one thing for every artist out there. Shaw right now is representing what A&R used to really mean. When I had my label deal, and it's scarce now, it doesn't exist anymore. Artists and repertoire, this is what they did. This is what they used to do. They were the people that would help you solidify the cohesiveness of your brand. That don't exist no more, so you're rare. Thank you. All artists need to appreciate this because that shit is rare.
Thank you so much.
Tony, somebody said you inspired them to brush their teeth every day.
They said
Tony.
See, and don't use any toothpaste. You got to use Crest or Colgate. I grew up on Crest, and now I use Colgate.
Bleach.
Yeah, that is funny. That is funny.
You need an endorsement, Tony. Shout out to Colgate.
Yeah, so let's see what the people have to say about this song. So, Caddy Gaga, I don't know what that means. X Money Bandit says, beat the hell, nah. That's kind of harsh. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Lone Star, great voice, but needs something to differentiate herself. And Arrow says, beat sounds very similar to a few songs in that genre. I tell you, these are the Sam Harvey crew, boy. They fighting for Sam, boy. I tell you, you can love more than one artist and still have good music. So we'll see what the rest of the people think.
Nah, they keeping it 100.
Yeah, let's see what the rest of the people think on this one here.
Drum roll.
Wow, 62. 62 is it doesn't quite make the threshold for an interview, but it is for tonight I will play a little bit more of the song because I think it's an interesting song and I want to pull some executive privilege before we go on to the next song. So I'm just gonna play maybe a minute of it just so people can hear it a little more.
By your side, constellations wake the night, hidden shadows fade away, dancing in the morning rain. Now through the fray, you live to fight another day, fanning water into flame, holding on to yesterday. We all fall down, raised from the ground. Open your eyes, let your heart beat on heaven's door. Pour out the night, let it
song has some depth to it. I really like that song.
I think it's dope, man. I think if they come with the right video to it, it could be an anthem, especially what's going on in these times with
I was thinking the
code.
exact same thing.
Yeah.
So link it to these times. Like, what do you think it does for these times?
Well, it's an inspirational record. It's an inspirational record. When they say be your own, you only have one life to live. They talking about how precious life is.
Yep.
You know, and we have lost so many people to this pandemic. We have all, even if you haven't lost anybody, your life has been drastically changed. We're in the house doing these type of things, and even with the Black Lives Matter movement, people are literally out there protesting and doing these rallies because life is so precious, and these people are taking Black lives like it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
So if there's anything that we've learned in this pandemic and with these rallies is that we are one, or we should be one. We should be one. It should be about equality, and everybody's life is precious. Everybody's life means something. So that's what I took from this record, and if they could put it across visually, they could win.
I had the same feel about it, and then I just started thinking how coincidentally the name of the group is Beat the System. You know, because we're dealing with, a broken system, many broken systems in our government, and the song about it, just picking yourself up and being your own person, and it was a very powerful song, and she just has a very powerful voice. So I really wish we would have got higher marks and would have had a chance to meet them. They're in the waiting room, but we won't be able to get that interview in. So it's shuffle time. So let's go back. Let's see. So it's 8:15. So typically we kind of try to keep it an hour. Maybe we go an hour and a half. We had some technical glitches in the beginning. So what do the audience want to do? You guys want to keep it going or what? Like, how many more songs should we do? Give us some feedback, y'all. Tell us what you think. And while they do that, we'll shuffle and we'll do at least another song. So we'll get a shuffle in here. Okay, we got P-Dot here. Interesting story about P-Dot. So I've never met him. He went to college with my son. And also coincidentally, this song was chosen for a promotional video that we had. For reasons other than the music, it was more around artwork and other things. But I think it is a dope song, and it's in my dope playlist. So people want to keep it going, so let's keep it going. We're gonna play Dreams from P-Dot. His project is Amongst God.
They questioning all of my dreams, they don't know nothing about. Bring up my phone, I'm gonna ignore. There's nothing to talk about. Keep all your hate, too much on my plate. I can't escape. Fuck it, I'll wait. Got all of my energy. Small things gotta wait now. Faith low, but I stay high. Still order from the takeout. Give me my key. I'm taking the keys. My heart on my sleeve, my girl at your knees. Just give me a reason. I'll make a believers.
Okay. I love that song. That's just me. I think the beat is dope. I think he's got good lyrics. I think he has an edge to him. He's a very hard rapper. So I really like the song, but Bo D, I always like to turn to you when we get these rappers in here. see how you do.
Man, I rock with P-Dot. The vocal production was clean. His delivery cadence, everything was just on point. Like, I mean, it's like Shaheem said, earlier about having that confidence. Like, you can hear the confidence from like the first line. And then the way he ended the sample, like on such a cliffhanger, it was like he ended it like right as he was getting ready to like build up. and you could tell he was getting ready to go crazy, and then it just ended. So
Right.
you know, it definitely make you want to like keep listening though. But he fine.
Okay, all right, that's what's up. What do you think, Shaheem?
I liked him. I think he definitely had a good flow, and he brought that energy to it. He definitely brought that energy.
Yeah, he's got a good energy, a good flow, and I think he also has a very unique sound, just a very different sound. He's a good artist to follow. He's got a lot of songs on Tweedle, and he just, you know, he's got a different vibe. Like his, you know, it's kind of like there are very few artists that I meet where, you know, their songs sound so different, but you know it's him. It's kind of like Prince. Like Prince never made, like every song was like so unique. Michael Jackson, like, but you knew it was them, right? And he has that unique ability. I think he's got some dope sound. What about you, Jay? What do you think?
I liked it instantly. I mean, his voice, the tone of it, the aggression, the fervor, the passion behind it, you felt it all. Right? It was captivating. So.
Yeah, so we got a question for you, Shah. Somebody, Eros is saying they think the artwork goes well with the track. What do you think?
I thought the artwork was real abstract. I dug it. I was with it.
That's what's up. All right. So enough of us. Let's see what the people think about the track. 86%.
There you
All right.
go.
That's dope. That's dope. Well, let me see if he's in the waiting room. Let me check the waiting room and see if we can get him in for an interview.
Yeah, Tony, real quick, man. I want to thank you for having me on, man. I got to jump because I got to do another live interview, man. Y'all know I'm hustling, man, but this is a really dope experience. I'm gonna definitely recommend this to all of the artists, man, because you're getting the real uncut, unfiltered response to your records. It's important, man. Like you put a record out there, and it's important to know if it's the one that you're gonna put the
right.
The gusto behind.
Right, and you know, a lot of times, you know, your friends give you the friend response, and you really just want somebody to evaluate the music. You know, I had a guy. He was like, "Hey, Tony, you know, tell me what you think about this song. I'll put it on Tweedle." He put it on Tweedle. I listened to it, and I said, "You want my opinion?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "Get other people to comment on it. Like, you know, kind of get those opinions. Like, I gave him my opinion, but I'm just one voice. Like, one voice doesn't make a hit. You got to like really go beyond and really expand that network and find ways to get your music heard." And that was part of the impetus of creating this live stream, so that we can have a real live discussion about new music. And so thank you very much, Shaheem, for taking the time to join us in this whole live stream experience. It's been great. And we certainly loved all of your comments, and you're always welcome to join us again in the future. So just anytime you want to come and play in our playground, we'll always make room for you. So we'll have you back and we can do this again. All right?
I appreciate y'all, man. I'll be back.
All right. Thanks a lot, man.
Love.
All right. Take care. All right. So I just checked the waiting room, and unfortunately, P-Dot is not in the waiting room. So what I will do, though, is I'm going to play a little bit more of the music at a minimum, so everybody can hear a little more of this song. So let me give that a play. Wow, his tally went up since we last checked it too. Look at that. Some late voters in here. Let me go to here, full track. All right.
P-Dot. Bring up my phone, bring up my phone. Keep all of your hate, keep all of your hate. Too much on my plate, too much on my plate. I can't escape, They questioning all of my dreams, they don't know nothing about. Bring up my phone, I'm gonna ignore. There's nothing to talk about. Keep all of your hate, too much on my plate. I can't escape. Fuck it, I'll wait. Got all of my energy. Small things gotta wait now. Faith low, but I stay high. Still order from the takeout. Give me my key. I'm taking the keys. My heart on my sleeve, my girl Time is just a lesson, got me stressing about the blessings lipping and I'm still going. Celibate, but she still holding. Lance died, but I'm still going. Stress on my mind, load up the night, nobody mind. Right, out of body in the presence of God. Talk to the root, conversation with God. Take care of my family, no matter the cause. I'm going for the head like these niggas got Bob. Conversation with the most high. Lack of movement got me acting different. Lack of faith got them talking different. Big things popping around the boulevard. I ain't clout chasing, ass kissing. Hey, questioning all of my dreams. They don't know nothing about. Bring up my phone, I'm gonna ignore. There's nothing to talk about.
Yo, that song is dope. You know, I smile every time I hear that song. I really like that. So the audience wants us to continue. So it's shuffle time. We're gonna go back and shuffle. Our waiting room is empty. So anybody who comes up now is, unless somebody pops into the waiting room, we got Diani Angelus. Deeper, please. Okay, this is a new one. Let's see. I think this might be a new addition to Tweedle too. Here we go.
3 de la mañana y no te puedo llamar. Esa marihuana me ha tumbado brutal. Si te traigo ganas pero suave. Ando mal viajado en una nave. No tan ebrio como ayer pero tú sabes. En mi habitación huele a tu loción. Tabaco, bourbon y una sensación que se mata. Desabrochando tu bata.
Right. So I'm on Jay. Jay reminds me of the Progressive commercial with the woman on the phone. It's like, we can see you on the phone, and she's like, "Oh, my bad," and then puts the phone down.
No, you know what? I honestly thought it was so dope that I was messaging my business partner like, "Yo, they got a Spanish record on here." That was kind of fun.
So you're just giving favoritism to the Spanish record? Or
No. I'm excited that this is my first time hearing it. I was going to upload a record. Yo escribiéndola, toda la gente de hablar español. I was gonna upload a song that was in English and Spanish. So I was like, I don't know if people are gonna even know what this shit is. I just wrote and placed a song called 3 a.m.
Okay, all right.
So I was like, yo, are you serious?
Yeah, no, we got a whole Latin channel in Tweedle too.
What? Why you didn't tell me?
I thought you was on the app.
I am on the app.
Okay, so now you think it's dope. Anything else you want to add?
I think that it is dope because he sounds similar to Bad Bunny.
Oh, okay.
Bunny vibes.
Okay,
all right. But not like incomprehensible.
Okay, all right. Bo D, what you thinking?
I got a confession, man. I feel horrible.
What, you don't like it?
Horrible. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's just that I did like it, but the way it started off kind of slow, and I like voted fast. And then when it really got into it, I was like, oh, damn, I can't take my vote back.
Can't change your vote, man. Can't change your vote. So,
because when it started flowing, I was like, wait, hold up. I see this shit hard.
See that? All right. Well, you know,
I started listening to the whole sample because I made that mistake before. I was like, I pressed now, and I was like, oh, shit, I heard something real quick that I wanted to go back, and I couldn't go back.
Well, see, you know, but a lot of people do that. People give songs, 7 to 10 seconds, and they're making their decision. So you got to drop that beat. So, okay, well, let's see what the people think. I think the song was dope. It was interesting. Let's see what the people think about the Spanish language hit here. %.
Oh.
All right. Well, not the big hit on the list.
Man, look, play the sample again.
One more time for Bo D.
3 de la mañana y no te puedo llamar. Esa marihuana me ha tumbado brutal. Si te traigo ganas pero suave. Ando mal viajado en una nave. No tan ebrio como ayer pero tú sabes. En mi habitación huele a tu loción. Tabaco, bourbon y una sensación que se mata. Desabrochando tu bata.
So
I like that joint.
So someone says if there were 10 random records on Tweedo, they would immediately click on this track based on the artwork.
He was talking about P Dot.
Oh, that was P Dot? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay. And let me just see. Oh, yeah, you're right. And for 3 a.m., he says, took a sec, but started growing on me. I think the point to recognize for Tweedle fans is that we have music in all genres. And as you can see, we try to represent, we try to encourage artists to register in all genres to participate in our events. And we never know what we're going to get. So it's shuffle time. We're going to do one more song, and then we're going to call it a wrap.
Okay, Tony, I want to say one thing.
Yes.
For all the artists watching, look at this artwork. If you don't speak Spanish, you don't know what this means. You don't know what the song means. It's a sexual song, but the artwork matters. And I think that Shaw's presence shows the artwork matters. People resonate visually. And so make sure you have your artwork placed with intention, something that actually says.
Yeah, and sometimes artists might use the cover art for an album project, which may be perfect for the lead song of the album, but not for every other song in the album, Yeah, so sometimes it fits, sometimes it doesn't, and that just depends on the collection of music and how well they.
And the best part about the Tweedle platform is even if you have an album out, but you're promoting your single on this particular
Yes, you
platform,
are.
You get to customize your image, and maybe you had a photo shoot where there was a picture more indicative of what this song says.
Exactly. All right. Last song of the day. We're gonna do a shuffle and see what comes up. Oh man, this is a all-time favorite. 7-Eleven is a Haitian brother out of Miami that I met also at the RMC years ago. And he performed and came in second in a music competition at the Revolt Music Conference. He's uploaded his music to Tweedle. I'm a big fan of his, so this is the perfect song to close out on. So let's hear this sample and get ready to vote. And this is our parting vote, everybody.
Counting this money while smoking this weed. Running low key because of the police. Bitches want me because I got that fee. I got that D-Weight, I got that number 3. I used to always tell niggas, wait till I touch feet. Wait till I touch feet. Wait till I touch feet. If a man don't work, then his fam don't eat. I'm on my grind all day, so you know I don't sleep. Just chasing my dreams, trying to get more feet.
Right. Jay is dancing and bopping, so she's Millie rocking and whatever she's doing over there. So you got to take the lead and take us out on this one. What do you think?
Yo, anybody that reps they hood that hard. First of all, that song was lit. I want to go to MIA now. Flights are really cheap.
It's very catchy. MIA.
Catchy. And the energy was popping. And you just wanted to vibe. He was like, oh, damn. It was everything. That's the way to
Yeah, and the beat is dope. Bo D, what do you think?
And you know I like this song. This that jam. This that jam right here. It's so funny that this song popped up because it pops up a lot every time I log into Tweedle. And it's just like every time I just hear that part, that MIA, like it's just lit. It's lit.
This song brings a lot of energy and a lot of enthusiasm. So, all right. So, well, let's see what the people think, and then we'll close it out on that note. Let's see.
We should guess 90%.
80%.
80-20.
Hey, see, so that's awesome. So what I'm gonna do is remind everybody that by tomorrow, you should have a playlist for all the songs featured here today. If you want to see the playlist of the songs that were featured in the last event that we had, if you go to the My Playlist button, you'll see that link. You'll see, click on the episode, and you'll be able to see the playlist and enjoy that music. And of course, by tomorrow, you'll be able to see this playlist as well. And you can always go to that link, and we're going to be, it's going to be episodes. We're recording this, so we'll actually have the recording of this event as well. And so I want to thank everybody for participating. I'm going to play this song on the full track before we go. So let's hear this out.
Red Rum Gang, Cash Out ENT. Yeah.
nigga 7-Eleven. M.I.A.
Started from the bottom, ain't nobody even bother. That I ain't have shit, but I had to go harder. Niggas wanna try me when I ain't have dollars. But now I'm getting rich, everybody wanna holler. Still swerving on these hating niggas. In MIA with my Haitian niggas. Still sliding out with them K's, nigga. If a nigga got a problem, then it's bang, nigga. Pushing them forwards, what's swerving through lanes. Niggas be hating, they looking me strange. Counting my money, but don't give a damn. Niggas won't try me, they know who I am. It's counting this money while smoking this weed. But it's low-key because of the police. Bitches want me because I got that feed. I got that D-Wade, I got that number 3. I used to always tell niggas, wait till I touch feet. If a man don't work, then his fam don't eat. I'm on my grind all day, so you know I don't sleep. Just chasing my dreams, trying to get more feet. Whole lame ass nigga, you ain't got no cheddar. You don't grind like me, you don't know no better. A lot of niggas getting cheese while I'm getting cheddar. If a girl choose me, might as well go let her. Still swerving on these hating niggas. In MIA with my Haitian niggas. Still sliding out with them K's, nigga. If a nigga got a problem, then it's bang, nigga. Pushing the ball.
All right, so we're gonna stop it there. I want to thank everybody for coming out for our second episode of Select the Next Hot Artist. We got some really good people coming up in the future. You know, we got a really good lineup of special guests. So, you know, invite your friends, stay with us. This is going to be fun, and we're just gonna continue to have fun with it. Thank you all for your time and your attention and your love during our technical difficulties at the beginning. And we love you. Go with Godspeed and be safe out there. Just be safe, everybody, and take care. Thank you. Yes.
Wait, before you go, y'all tell your people to upload their music. This is the platform that you want your fellow artist friends to upload so you can get real feedback, so you can literally expose it to people that actually matter. No industry.
Yes, and what we're going to be having coming out in the summertime is actually adding some of the comment features so you can provide this type of real-time feedback in the platform as well. And we're going to be adding a whole bunch of other gamified experiences to make discovery fun. So stay with the Tweedle journey. We hope you had a great time. We got more special guests coming in the future, and we appreciate you all. Thank you. Love you. Have a good night.
Peace.
Tweedle music.